Can I just give a shout out to the All Money In team? Some of the most solid people that I ever met. And I can't speak too much about anything because everything's top secret. But I'll say this. Black Sam, very rare opportunity that people even meet him.
He does not come outside, yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so for him to meet us, for him to have a conversation with us, like, show us, you seen the picture, the Marathon store, the new Marathon store, like, that means that he has an understanding of what's happening, right? Yeah. And he has an appreciation.
Yeah.
Hoggy, NH, shout out to him, man. When Nip said, Hoggy got shot in his head.
BH.
Now, he really got shot in the back of his head and survived it. One of the greatest people ever, because what he did was he took us to Nipsey Hussle's studio. And he was like, yo, there was a couple other people in the studio from the neighborhood. And they was like, yo, I don't even know if y'all know how much this means. He's like, yo, nobody comes up here, bro. Nobody knows where it is. Nobody comes up here. And they let y'all up here with cameras. There was some stuff that we didn't record out of respect, and we can't even talk about.
Yeah.
We saw some stuff that we won't talk about out of respect for the family and out of respect for Nip and his legacy. It was just, he was like, I don't want this being shown, but I want y'all to see it.
Yeah.
It was so inspiring.
Yeah.
Like, what we saw was so inspiring, and it's so dope. And it's just a moment, because I'll never talk about it, but it was just like, that meant a lot to us.
Yeah.
Like, that meant a lot to us.
I told them to their face on March 31st, 2019, I sat in my living room and I cried.
Yeah, me too.
Like, cried.
Yeah.
And I told them, like, so to be in this room, I feel like you could feel the aura, right?
Yeah.
And BH was just like, yo, y'all really fam. Like, y'all really fam. Like, we don't do this for nobody.
That's
no pictures. And he's showing us things, and I'm just like, yo, this is ill. Because it always comes back to me like, yo, I know we would have been with him, but I know the role that we have now, especially now that we locked in with them, to continue the marathon.
Yeah.
And so when Sam's like, yo, when we open this, y'all got to come back here.
That's
it's like, it's a no, like, of course we would come back.
Marathon store on Melrose.
of course we come back here.
3 levels. They got a studio inside of it.
Yo,
there was a real vision.
Pac-Man, yo, bro, I'm about to put out the album. Y'all got to come to the release party. Bro, why wouldn't? Of course. Shout out to Pac.
Shout out to Kabi Supreme. He's the one that put all of the
play together.
So what happened is Dave Gross, once again, referrals.
Really quick, before you go there, can you tell them why, because I think we do a bunch of shout outs. Can you tell them why it's important to say thank you publicly?
Because you got to acknowledge people.
Yes.
It's important to acknowledge people.
Without shouting out for clout, but
no.
Like, if
that's
PR,
business.
to be honest, to get that introduction may cost you $70,000 though.
Yeah,
and they're doing it for free.
It's being a good person, and it's being a good businessman, and it's all relationships. I know people are tired of him talking about relationships, but it means so much.
Matters.
Dave Gross, somebody we built a relationship with. Dave Gross obviously is close to the whole situation. When we was coming out here to do the class, I said, all right, bro, no problem. He asked us to do the class. I didn't ask him like, yo, can you pay for my flight? Like, whatever you need us to do, we doing it. We here, we coming. I said, yo, since we out there, do you think that you could connect us with the team? And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna connect you with Kabi. And then he could play point on the situation. He connected us with Kabi, and he played point on the situation. So it's a domino effect. One person introduced to another person, introduced to another person.
Yeah.
So it's like relationships is worth way more than money, man. But those guys, and it was crazy when we were talking to Kabi, I was like, yo, we really wanted to talk to Nip. Like he was on it was 3 people when we started the show that we wanted to interview. Dame Dash, Jay-Z, and Nipsey Hussle. Dame, obviously, that's our brother.
Yeah.
So that happened. Jay-Z, still working, a work in progress. But Nip, unfortunately, we never had an opportunity. But he said, yo, the good thing is that I know y'all never met bro, but y'all meeting me, y'all meeting Sam, y'all meeting Hoggy. You are actually meeting him. Like you're meeting him by meeting up, and I could feel it. Like I could feel his impact. I could feel his impact, and all, like you said, Pac-Man, all of them, like they hold him to such high regard, and they keep him so close. Yeah. They wear chains. They got the murals. Everything they do is Nipsey Hussle.
What Emery said when I brought up Nip? What did he say? Pull out the chain. I bring my brother everywhere with me.
That's incredible.
This ain't about business.
Yeah.
Before there was a Puma deal, that was my brother. We connected on a different level. And so my brother lives on through us, through me. I'm just like, yo, that's it.
Powerful, yeah.
That's it. That's it right there.
Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, man. Okay, before we leave, Lil Baby has been my favorite rapper for the last 2 years. I said he's the highest one. I said right now, currently, Lil Baby is my favorite rapper. And out of this new generation.
Of new school, yes. No argument.
I said that. I've been consistent with that.
No argument.
Lil Baby is the realest rapper.
Oh yeah, nobody.
So let's
paint the picture.
Let's paint this picture.
Paint this picture.
So we at the Rock Nation brunch, right? And how it goes is that it's at a mansion, and they got like a walkway where girls is giving you champagne, and they got the step and repeat where they got the photographers. You know, like going to the Oscars or going to the Grammys or any type of award show, and it's a long walkway before you get to the house. So everybody's coming and they on their vibe. Khaled. Everybody got the at least 1 or 2 people with them. Khaled got like 6 people with him. He got a videographer, somebody on a cell phone, his assistant who's wearing the same color as him.
Shout out to Jamie.
Fire.
Everybody's coming with, their publicist, their manager.
Mm-hmm.
They come and they stop and they taking pictures. They feeling the vibe. It's Hollywood. So we standing outside the house and we was just talking. It was us, Bobby Wagner, a few other people, because it was hot. Eastside Golf. Shout out to Eastside Golf. And from like 100 feet away, you see somebody walking. But it wasn't just how he was walking. Hey, we see somebody walking by themselves. He's the only person in the event by himself.
Yeah.
We see somebody walking by himself with bell-bottom pants on a cell phone, completely unbothered by the situation. Like, he literally looked like he was walking through Target. I'm like, everybody said, it was like, is that Lil Baby? Oh shit, it's Lil Baby.
Yeah.
Like, but the way he was walking was like
casual.
I'm in Lennox Mall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, yo, I look at him, I said, yo, that's him. I'm walking over to him. I want to tell him, like what we just said.
Yeah.
I walked over to him, I said, yo, bro, you might be the realest dude I've seen today. Like, the fact that you in here just strolling, he's like, yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
We started laughing. I was like, yo, I'm like, yo, you real? He just started laughing. He ain't saying that, he just started laughing. He's like, nah, good looking, appreciate it. Like, cause it was just so, I can't even fully explain it.
Yeah.
But you had to kind of
He's different. Yeah.
It was so different. I'm like, yo, this dude is crazy, bro. Like, he's by himself. The fact that he came by himself is amazing.
But from the environment that he came from, that's a cakewalk.
And then he was standing
No, it's not even that it's dangerous.
No, not dangerous, but the comfortability and just being him.
Oh, yeah, he good.
Authentic, yeah, he's strong.
But I'm just like, but I'm just saying, like, yo, he's by himself.
It's like a 50-yard walk by yourself.
And he's on the phone, and like, yo, it was just so crazy. I'm like,
solo.
Yo, this is Lil Baby. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give you like the after he does the 50-yard walk, he's like just standing next to us. Like a half hour. It's him and Offset.
Yeah.
Just having this conversation, what I thought was dope, because you've heard tension before, but I'm just like watching these guys. I'm like, yo, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
This is beautiful just watching like black men that have done well. You know what I'm saying? And we coming from all different, obviously we coming from media, Eastside Golf coming from the sports world, Bobby Wagner coming from the sports world, these dudes coming from entertainment, but we all here just like fellowshipping.
That's the way it should be.
You know what I mean? It was a dope moment.
Feel like a Sunday service on a Saturday.
Shout out to Yeezy.
Little Uzi Vert had a perm. Shout out to Uzi Vert.
Vert a star though. He be looking crazy, but Vert a star.
He's a superstar.
Yeah.
I mean, he had the perm. He had the Richard Mille that he ripped the straps off and turned into
He turned the Richard Mille to a pocket watch.
And wanted you to know.
That's hard.
And wanted you to know.
He's a star.
Shout out to Uzi Vert.
Everybody got to pick their own way.
You got to pick your lane. Yeah. Well, shout out to Uzi Vert. But Lil Baby, bro. Solid. I always like Lil Baby. I always respected him as far as I could always tell. He's like a Nip to me. Like as far as like when I look at Nip, I never looked at him as just a rapper.
Yeah,
I knew he was different. He was different than most rappers.
Absolutely.
And not to compare Baby with Nip, they're different people. But I always looked at Baby like he's not just a rapper. Yeah. Like I could tell that
Supreme hustle too.
I could tell he's different from just being a rapper. Like you could just tell from the things that he's saying.
Yeah.
From his lyrics, how he's carrying himself. Like he's really not just no entertainer. Yeah. Like this is real life. Like you know what I'm saying? So and just seeing him, the way he carried himself, I knew like sometimes you don't even got to speak to somebody. You just know
feel the energy.
And that's how Benny is too. Every time we see Benny, it's
love.
he on the block, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just chilling. Like, it's no Hollywood. It's no.
Let me excuse myself.
Yeah. It's like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, what we doing? Da 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 da. So
Random Gibbs, I'm glad they weren't at the same spot. I need y'all to shout out to Gibbs 219.
You ran into him?
And Freddie?
Yeah, at the party with Babyface.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good thing they were not.
Yeah.
I need all rappers to get along and get money together.
That might not have been the best.
Well, what Jones say?
Hey.
I don't know what happened.
My graduates from my school being Forbes, bag drop.
Bag drop.
A mic drop, bag drop.
Bag drop.